we are making really good progress with errors. And let us learn the last missing pieces for our error handling. So let me create a new file. Let me call it as try else and finally.py, and let me copy all of the code from my really smart divider and let me paste into this file. Let us call the function just as divider. So let me take this out. There are two more pieces for this puzzle. So till now we have seen the try block and the except block. Now let's see the else block. Now what happens is, if this condition succeeds, then the code inside the else block can be executed. So inside my try block, I'm just trying to see if I can divide x with y. If this succeeds, then I can say that I want to print right over here. The naming is a little weird, but we can't really help it. So whenever a try block succeeds, we can use an else block to execute some other code as well. Let me add a couple of print statements just for the sake of clarity. So else is executed only when try succeeds. So we are trying to see if x can be divided by y or not, and if that succeeds, only then we want to print out the number. Now the last piece is called as finally. Now no matter what happens, if the try succeeds or it fails, this finally block is always going to execute. So let me write a print statement right over here. You may not appreciate the beauty of this block finally, but just imagine a scenario that you're writing a web application and you want to write something to the database. Or suppose you're interacting with some other APIs and you want to do some kind of a cleanup operation. Maybe you want to delete some files, maybe you want to insert some files. So no matter the outcome, if the operation succeeds or fails, we can have that logic inside the finally block. Now let me save this file and let me run this file. So as you can see, we always have this output of finally. So no matter the outcome, we always have this block. Let me comment one of this so that we have much more clarity. Let me try and run the file. So we have a 0 division error, and since we have some error, the code inside the else block did not execute, but the code inside our finally block executed, and we have this output right over here. Now let me go back and let us try with the second one. Let me comment this out and let me try to run this. So now see what's happening. Since this operation is succeeding, we go to the else block, and inside the else block, we first print these two lines. So that's what is happening. We have those two lines right over here. And after that, we are printing out the number, so which is 0.75. And this block, finally, this is always going to execute. So that's what is happening. So if you try with this one, you can have the same output. So let me uncomment this. So since we have an error, our else block will not execute. Let me run this file for the last time. So here it is. We have a statement saying that x and y needs to be number. The code inside the else block is totally omitted, but the code inside the final block is executed, and we have the output right over here.